Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you can see, I've got a big smile on my face because a week in March, 6 goals, 3 wins, and only one conceded. Wow, what a brilliant turnaround from Graham Potter. Honestly, like, I said this before the Leeds game. If he doesn't start to pick up wins, maybe change the formation and get the best out of these players, then he deserves to go. But my goodness me, he is turning things around. When we scored against Leeds, yeah, um, that was not only the goal, but our first win since that Crystal Palace game. Like, honestly, that is brilliant. And then that 2-0 Dortmund win, not only did we keep a clean sheet, but it's the first time since that Bournemouth game when we scored 2 goals, kept a clean sheet, and won again. Now, look at this game. The first time since October when we beat Wolves 3-0, when we scored the goal and we've won the game. Of course, we didn't keep a clean sheet, and I'll talk about that Leicester City goal in just a minute. But listen, last Saturday against Leeds, 1 goal. Dortmund game, 2 goals. Now the Leicester game, 3 goals. The game against Everton, could it be 4 goals for Chelsea? Could it be? Let's wait and see. I don't think it will happen, but just imagine from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Honestly, like, that would be a game changer. That would be mind blowing to say that Chelsea over the last couple of weeks games that we don't usually score lots of goals, but now we're starting to do that, and that is absolutely brilliant. Today's game ended Leicester City 1, Chelsea 3. Graham Potter got the lineup right, except for the front three. Because to see Mudryk playing as a striker, Havertz on the right and Felix on the left, to me that doesn't make sense because Mudryk is a winger. He usually plays on the left, or you could put him as a left midfielder in a 4-4-2 formation. Because seeing him playing as a striker doesn't make any sense. So that's why I don't get. And plus, Kyle's playing as a right winger. That doesn't make any sense. He usually is a number 10 or maybe sometimes a false nine, but he's usually as a number 10. So I don't know why he's playing on the right. It's good that Mudryk is playing on the left, but I don't think that he can cope with Mudryk as a striker and Kai Havertz on the right. So that's the only thing I don't get. But other than that, he went for back three, or back five. Still the same back three against Dortmund. Koulibaly as in the middle. Cookware as a left centre back, Weston Funnel on the right centre back. Of course, he put Bencho as a left wing back, but the reason why Loftus-Cheek was playing today is because Reece James was ill, so that's why he couldn't travel to Leicester today. So let's hope that the game against Everton he'll be okay. The midfield between Enzo and Kovacic still unchanged. It's only the front three that's changed, and that's the ones I do not get. I would have thought that he would put João Felix on the left, Madueke on the right, and Kai Havertz up top, but that will change. But listen, I don't care. We've won the game. That is all I've got to say. So, I'm going to admit to you guys, the performance overall from 0 to say like 65 minutes wasn't that great because Leicester City were the much better side. They caused us threat, They caused us threat. So I feel like they deserve to win this game because we made them look really good. In the game against Arsenal, they weren't that great. In the game against Man United, I say the first time they were good, but after that, Man United were great. So yeah, we allowed them to be that great, So yeah, but listen, as a Chelsea fan, I would take a bad performance and a win. As long as Chelsea win the game and get the 3 points, that is all I care about. Give me a moment, guys, while I turn on the light. Yeah, so as long as I see Chelsea get the 3 points and a win, that is all I care about. So listen, we've won the game. That's why I get to be happy. And let's not forget, Chelsea are 11 points behind Tottenham with a game in hand. So do I think we'll finish in the top 4? No. But in terms of the Europa League, we are not that far. Because if you look at the table, let me just tell you this. Let me show you. Listen, we're on 37 points. Of course, Brentford lost against Everton. Fulham play Arsenal tomorrow, so let's hope they lose. And Brighton draw against Leeds United. Now, I wanted Leeds United to win, but that didn't happen. And Newcastle on 41 points. So listen, if Newcastle, Fulham lose their game, and then they lose the next game and Chelsea beat Everton, we are close to the Europa League and we'll be in 7th place. So that would be amazing because none of us Chelsea fans, even me, thought that we'll finish in Europe. But if you want me to be honest with you, I'd rather see Chelsea not playing in Europe because we did that under Tony Conte. We won the league. I don't think we're going to win the league under Graham Potter, but if we can have a really good preseason, then maybe we'll be in the title race. So there you go. So to me, to be honest with you, I want to see Chelsea not playing in Europe than playing the Europa League Conference because it has to be Thursday, Sunday, which I don't like. So that is it. So we're not that far yet, but if Chelsea want to finish in the top 4, we need to make sure that other teams keep on dropping points and make sure Tottenham too. And we need to get at least 3 wins in that one. Sorry, 4 wins in that game. So there you go. So that's the only way I can see Chelsea finish in the top 4 or perhaps win the Champions League, which I don't see that happening. So let's see what happens from now to the end of the season. But yeah, Graham Potter went for back 3, which is good. And yeah, the players continue to do this consistently. Kai Havertz scoring again like he did against Dortmund. Another game, another brilliant performance from him. So that is 2 games where he had a really great game today. And the game against Dortmund. So that is what I want to see. Well, that if Kai Havertz wants to be world class, he needs to do this every single game. Do this consistently. So he done it 2 games. Can he do it against Everton? Can he do that the next game? We shall wait and see. So another big performance from Kai Havertz. Another big performance from him. I thought Mudryk, when he didn't play as a striker role, I thought that was better because to me, as a striker, it looks like he was close to being that 007 person. But listen, Graham Potter didn't want that to happen. So Graham Potter, he sends and took off Felix because I thought he had a pretty average game, put it alongside Kai Havertz, and that actually worked. It really do work. So Graham Potter really knows what he's doing. So Mudryk got the assist, and he could have scored, but he was offside. But listen, he's not a 007 player anymore. He's a 0, 1, and 7. So none of that nonsense anymore. So rival fans, you cannot chat about Mudryk anymore. There you go. So Mudryk, a striker role, didn't work, but him alongside Kai Havertz did work. So Graham Potter, well done for that one. Koulibaly once again had a really great game, and he got the assist for Ben Chilwell's goal, so that's really good. And Ben Chilwell scored a brilliant goal, and so he also had a really great game. I thought Wesley Fofana was very lucky not to be seen red, but other than that, I thought he looked really positive. Who else played today? Kukureya. Haven't seen much of him, but defensively, I thought he looked solid. In fact, our back line looked solid today, like it did against Dortmund. Even though we conceded, our back defensively looked solid once again. So I feel like Graham Potter would finally realise that this back 3 were the likes of Koulibaly, Kukureya, Wesley Fofana, Loftus-Cheek, Luis James, and Ben Chilwell. So I'm glad that Graham Potter made some sense and starting to not put it back 4 once again. So there you go. Kovacic scored, so that's really good. Enzo Fernandez, boy oh boy, are we seeing the Enzo Fernandez that we saw in the Argentina World Cup and the Benfica game? I hope so, because today he was my man of the match. That pass to Kai Havertz for that second goal, absolutely fantastic. And this is the kind of midfielder I want to see. Pass the ball into the player who's playing as a striker, and then you see that he will score. You know, Enzo Fernandez is the type of midfielder that we need, because we haven't seen that from Gino most of the time. The likes of who else? Kovacic and all that stuff. Enzo Fernandez is proving why he's a £105 million player. So Enzo Fernandez, absolutely brilliant. Did well against Dortmund, man of the match today against Leicester City. So another really great performance from him. I thought Loftus-Cheek was really good today. You know, making some ones, causing threats on the right hand side. You know, so I thought he looked alright today. Who else am I missing? Kepa. made some big saves, but that Leicester City goal, that could go, could have done better. But listen, I don't blame him. I blame Charles Felix because I feel like he was the only player out there today that was average, or maybe had a really bad performance because he hit the post, then he scored a goal, but he was offside, and then he lost the ball that made Daka win it back and then scored that goal. So to me, João Felix didn't have a really great game today. So I feel like he was the most disappointed player on that pitch today. So there you go. So yeah, but other than that, Kepa made some big saves. Didn't make catch the ball so many times, so didn't allow Chelsea to bowl this. So yeah, Kepa could have done better with that goal, but other than that, made some big saves. So another good game from him. And yeah, Graham Potter's substitutes. The one thing the one thing I did say to my group chat is that they asked me who would you want to see off, Mudryk or Felix, and I said Felix. And many people thought I was mad because Mudryk didn't have a great game. I said, listen, Mudryk is not a striker. So if he takes up Felix and then brings on maybe another midfielder, then you will see that it worked. Guess what? He took up Felix, brought in Conor Gallagher, and it worked because Mudryk got the assist and he scored the goal. It was offside. So I knew I was talking sense. I just absolutely knew it. And yeah, Conor Gallagher came on and I thought he looked solid. I thought he looked absolutely solid, especially that goal line clearance though. What a goal line clearance from him. So I think he deserves credit. I think Conor Gallagher makes better off the pitch as a sub than one than starting, because if he starts this game, then he has a really bad game. But if he comes off the bench as a sub, I think he makes more of an impact. So Conor Gallagher, once again, just like the Dortmund game, comes off and makes an impact. So that's really good. Chalobah came on, made also an impact. I haven't seen much of Pulisic. I think Kovacic was really shocking because if he would have at least got the ball and maybe passed it, could have been 4-1 choices, but he bottled that one. Who else came on? Let's see. And I think that's it. Let me just see who also came on. I just don't want to miss anything. Let's see who also came on. Yeah, talked about. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So there you go. So that is it. So it's only Chalobah and Conor Gallagher made a big difference, but Connie Chukwuemeka and Pulisic didn't. So that is basically it. And Potter, I would have thought that he should have used that 3-5-2 formation when we after we when we're 2-1 up, but it looks like it worked because we used that formation and then we scored. So there you go. So it looks like the change from the subs, bringing off Felix and Conor Gallagher really worked. So well on to Graham Potter. I really am impressed. And I think that's it. I feel like, yeah, the performance wasn't that great, but listen, I'll take the 3 points and I'll take the win. That's all that matters. I care about the win and 3 points. That is all I care about. I thought the referee was shocking today, especially not giving yellow cards to Leicester City, especially in the first half. He gave yellow cards to Wesley Fofana, to Kukuwe and all that stuff. But he didn't do that for the Leicester City players that made the challenge on Kai Havertz, Mudryk and all that stuff. So that's the only thing disappointing. But at least Face got 2 bookings in the second half, and that means he got sent off. I have to tell you, he's the worst defender for Leicester City, or maybe the worst defender in this season in the Premier League, because he scored 2 own goals in a Liverpool game where they've lost, and now he got sent off against Chelsea for a really bad challenge on Charlie Chukwuemeka. So yeah, he deserves to be sent off. So unless City players can hold that, the manager can hold that, even the fans can hold that. Because even though you have a really great game, you didn't beat Chelsea, and your defender is got sent off and he let your team down. So you guys can hold that. So there you go. So yeah, it looks like that's how the game ends. So 6 goals, 3 wins in 3 games in the month of March. That is more than we did since the World Cup has started. We scored 6 goals, which is more than the last 2 months. 3 games in a row since the World Cup, and yeah, we conceded 1 goal. And but listen, we've won the game. So if we would have kept a clean sheet, that would maybe put another smile on my face. But unfortunately that didn't happen. But listen, we take the win, we take the 3 points back to London, and we'll see what happens in the game against Everton. So yeah, I think after that we've got Aston Villa, then it's the international break, something like that. So yeah. And then after the international break, we got three big tough games. We have to go away to Old Trafford, to the Etihad, at the Emirates. Then we face Liverpool at home. So we got really tough games after the international break. But before that, we've got Everton next. Then I think it's Aston Villa. So if we can win both those games before the international break, then that would be great. That would be absolutely great. So there you go. Right, guys, so that's the end of this match reaction to Leicester City 1, Chelsea 3. Let me know in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree. Who is your man of the match? Because to me, it was Enzo Fernandez, 100%. The assist for Kai Havertz's goal was good, and it was in forward for the third goal. So to me, it could have been Kai Havertz or Enzo Fernandez, but to me, Enzo Fernandez was my man of the match. Kai Havertz was close because I thought he looked absolutely superb once again, like he did in the Dortmund game. I want to see him do that against Everton, as well as every single game, so that we can prove why we signed from by Leverkusen. Let's hope we can see the Kai Havertz from by Leverkusen. So there you go. So yes, guys, who is your man of the match? Let me know. And what do you think of the performance today? Do you think he was good or bad? But other than that, are you happy with the 3 points and Chelsea got the win? Let me know. So yeah, so that's all I've got to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you're new, click the subscribe button below. And thank you guys. I've seen my subscribers going up and up and up a bit, so keep on subscribing. You guys are absolutely brilliant, so big up yourselves. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video, click the share button too, and click the bell notification so that you never miss any of my YouTube content. So that is it, guys. Another win, 3 wins in a row in the last 3 games, 6 goals. We move on into Everton next Saturday. So there you go. I'm a really happy Chelsea man, and I know you guys will be happy as if you're a Chelsea fan too. So yeah, got to go, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look after yourselves, take care of yourselves. Goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'm out of here. Peace.